Hello everyone, welcome to another video of Shiba Inu. In this video, I'm going to speak about the topic: Is Shiba Inu dead or has it met a dead end? I mean, a lot of you would be seeing the title or the card that I've put out for the thumbnail and thinking that this is fun. Definitely not. I'm just here to discuss about a topic on whether Shiba Inu has met a dead end, or why is it that we're not actually seeing a good price action, even though a lot of big announcements happened in the recent days in terms of Coinbase listing, Webull listing, the partnership with OpenSea as well. By the way, I've just quickly made another video which I might think that has been released right now. So that's a small quick guide on how you can actually purchase your NFTs with Shiba Inu token. So if people want to know about it, or you have someone who would like to purchase NFT using Shiba Inu tokens, you can just share that video to them. It's a quick 5 minutes rundown wherein it will give them a clear cut idea on how to purchase it. It's very simple and easy, guys. I've just made a step by step guide to it, so should be fine with anyone who is very new to the NFT world or trying to purchase their first NFTs in OpenSea as well. So, having said that, let's move on to the topic. But before we do, the same old disclaimer comes into picture. Well, I never get tired about it. I'm not a financial advisor, or neither is this any financial advice. It's just my take on how the token or the crypto space is out there. So please do your own research before you invest in any of the tokens on the crypto in the crypto space out there. It can be any token. If you feel Shiba Inu is not a good coin, don't invest. But read through all just watch the video till the end, and also watch my other videos which I have also tagged in the uh, playlist button in the top right corner, as well as once the video ends you will be seeing cards of playlist as well available. You can run through it. You can also see my other videos on Shiba Inu token as well, where I have clearly mentioned about my thoughts on why Shiba Inu is a good coin. After that, you're free to make your own decision. It's a free world out there. So having said that, let's move on. Checking at the price point right now, it's down by 5.18%. The volume is up, which is a good sign because we see that there is a 128% volume increase on the daily trade. That means a lot of people are selling and buying. At least the trade is happening at a higher value by around 128%. That's really nice. Be it the sell or the purchase. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting words. So you don't need to worry about it much as of now. Why, I'll tell it to you in the later stages. But volume plays a very vital role for the sustenance of any cryptocurrency out there. You today can have a volume of $10,000, and tomorrow, if it drops down to just $2 to $3,000, then understand that the value of the token will fall drastically. But if you have volume, then that means that there is a sustenance, there is a support, there is always a dip eating crowd out there. Whenever there is a big sell off that happens, there will be people who would be purchasing the tokens during the sell off. So that volume plays a very vital role. Regarding the price, yes, the market cap plays a very vital role as well. It's down by 5.57, but I'm more concerned about the volume, because the more volume you have, the more market cap you will be able to sustain or obtain as well. So, having said that, moving forward, we are just observing the all time, year to date chart, and it's kind of a consolidation with very little minimal price action that has happened. We see that the same, price point has been touched multiple times. We even did go up to almost 900, 9052 ish. I don't know if it's visible. I think probably you could check it out in market cap for 15 June. You see that it's almost near that 9 ish. And then again, we have come down to 7 8 ish, which is currently, we did touch that, and now it's around 700 mark. I mean, 7,000 mark. Oh, you can call it Satoshi units or follow before 50, or whatever you are comfortable with. But what we will have to actually look at right now is, does it have a future? Does Shiba Inu as a token have a future? Because the future or the project that the token is part of will define what the token price would be in the next upcoming months or years. Now, with Shiba Inu, I have been stressing that a lot of good things will happen, but it will definitely take a lot of time. Why would it take a lot of time? Because building a blockchain is not as simple as we see. It's not as simple as we actually see, as well as understand too. Because while you're building a blockchain, you're not building a blockchain just to sustain your token. If anyone out there wants to build a blockchain, yes, surely they could be doing it within a month or 2 months or whatever the duration, which is a short span with minimal usage. But yeah, once you build it, if your only intention is to use on a single token on that blockchain to work or have some utility out there, that's often no use case where you ideally should not build a blockchain in such scenarios at all. It's not needed. It would be much more beneficial if you just utilize any of the layer 2 blockchains that are out there or layer 3 blockchains that are out there. You can use a Polygon network, which is very much sustainable, good, stagnant, stable, as well as low gas fees. Yeah, it's very low gas fees compared to your Ethereum network, and it's a fork of the. I mean, it's layer 2 of Ethereum, in fact. So it has the contracts out of Ethereum and the characteristics as well, but improvised in terms of the block size and stuff. Technical people, yes, if I'm wrong, please do correct me on the comment section below. But for people who are new, it's focus. Don't worry about it. I'm just speaking about things where you can save up on your gas fees in simple terms. And building a blockchain for a single token is not worth the effort, or is something which a fool would do, right? So when Shiba Inu token said that they want to build an ecosystem with three different tokens, that is your leash, the bone, and the Shiba Inu, as well as one more stagnant currency. I wouldn't call it a token because it's a currency since it is pegged to a value of USD, that is 0.01, that is She. So she will have a very important play in the ecosystem that is coming up. And building a blockchain, they are doing it for the sustenance of the entire crypto ecosystem out there. It's not only Shiba Inu ecosystem. They are building a blockchain where tokens would be part of the Shiba Inu blockchain, and that would give a lot of utility to both SHIB and Bone. And it's because leash is the governance for She, so that's a different utility altogether. I'm only focusing on the blockchain part of work over here, so that's where I'm saying that Shiba Inu and Bone would have a very vital role to play. Just think of it. Shiba Inu would be the normal transaction token or the governance, I mean, or the regular token where you can actually utilize. And I mean, for what not? Buying NFTs, probably a few days later, we might see that games might be built up using Shiba Inu tokens. You can actually, I mean, the games need not be built with the by Shiba Inu community or the Shiba Inu team. Since they have a blockchain in place, anyone can utilize that blockchain and go ahead and build a game. That's the beauty of having a blockchain of your own, because you're also not only providing the sustenance for your individual token, you're also providing a big platform for others to utilize your blockchain and make products or projects, build projects out of it. So in the near future, once this blockchain is up and running with Shiba Inu, it will definitely be a big platform for all those people out there who are currently utilizing the Binance chain, the Ethereum chain, or the Polygon chain. I mean, Cardano is also on the run in terms of having its own DeFi and blockchain purpose. Yes, they will also come into the picture, but there is room for everyone, guys. There is room for cross-chain platform. There is room for everyone out there in the crypto space. Everything is connected well. So a game built on Shiba Inu blockchain might utilize Shiba Inu to be a utility token, right? So think of the utility that would come up with Shiba Inu at that point of time. Currently, yes, the only utility that you are seeing right now would be in terms of purchasing NFTs, but that's not the end. It's just the beginning. So trust me on this. Once the blockchain launches, you would see the real potential of what Shiba Inu is and what Bone is, in fact. So coming down to a few tweets. These are mine. Okay. So Shiba Inu has reached that 900,000 followers mark. We are very, I mean, the next step would be the 1 million followers. It's really nice to see that they have put out a small thank you card for that as well. Cute and nice, simple. I like it. And yes, it does have a lot of community following out there. But a lot of people are also frustrated since the price point is not moving. And to all those people who are frustrated out there, if you are in the investor bracket where you're in with Shiba Inu from a very long time, by very long I mean probably you would have entered last year, but during this time, or probably you would have entered this year in the very beginning, say Jan, February, or March, and you're not seeing much of the price action happening with Shiba Inu, I would suggest that you please hold on till the year end, because that's when the action starts. Because we are just waiting for the quick announcement on how the blockchain works, or how the ecosystem would be built up, and when do we have the official launch stage for whatever the products that they're going to come out with in the near future. So I'm eagerly waiting for the next Medium article from Shaitoshi or any tweet from him regarding the updates that we have. But having said that, is Shaitoshi and the Shiba Inu team sitting silent or idle? I wouldn't definitely think so. The main reason being they are probably in a phase where they are getting partnerships in place, or probably taking more support from other third party resources or professional resources to build their blockchain, to build their ecosystem, to get some proper audits done. Probably, we never know, right? So I think that's where they are waiting. That's my personal opinion again, because most of the projects out there, they would ideally announce the project, they would give out some dates, and they would say we are in the circuit audit phase, or any of the other audit phase, or something like that. But here it might be a scenario, just saying, it might be a scenario where they might have done certain progress in whatever products they want to launch, and they are waiting for certain audits or certain legal parameters to clear out. And once that's done is when they are going to go ahead and announce, or probably give us some update on an official note. The second option why I think Shiba Inu is not yet dead is because of the recent listing in Coinbase Pro, the Coinbase regular, as well as the Coinbase. What was that? Where institutions could actually buy. I forgot the platform name, but you have that Coinbase platform where only institutions would be allowed to purchase, right, with a minimum quantity of 1 million or 10 million, whatever they say. So why would such big exchanges go ahead and list Shiba Inu token if they did not know the potential of this particular token? Because, see, just think of it, anyone cannot list a token as simply as because they have a lot of followers behind them. Take, for example, I would say Safe Moon. Yeah, Safe Moon. I mean, that's a different story, but yeah, let me not take Safe Moon because they are not planning on having exchange listings done or stuff like that. But I would take any other token out there which has a good fan following. Okay, I mean, I wouldn't like to name anyone as such, but uh, yeah, they do have a good fan following out there. I'm not getting things on my head right now, Karan. But if in case you know any other token which you want to quote, yeah, just let me know in the comment section below, guys. So just take example token X. Okay, it has some 500 million followers. Okay, or I mean, sorry, not 500 million. I mean, say 1 million followers out there. I'll keep the number nominal. So if you think that Coinbase should just list the token just because the number of followers are there for the token, as well as there is some good volume running up right now, and tomorrow the token goes into a rug pull, would it actually, you know, pay way for such a kind of a incident? Why, I'll tell you. See, Coinbase lists the tokens only if it is very sure that the token has a long haul sustainability and generates revenue for Coinbase for a longer term. No one would like to risk listing a token which would be a short term or susceptible to a rug pull or any such scams as such, because yeah, you may list the coin, you may have some FOMO in, but end of the day you will be getting a bad name because you have not verified the token details properly, and that's where your brand name gets uh, you know what you can say, smothered, right? So your brand name plays a very vital role, because that's where people recognize you. Now, if I say Coinbase, yeah, a lot of people know about it. Why? Because it has established its brand presence by its value and the services it offers, right? As simple as that. So if you start offering a lot of scam coins just because you have a lot of followers, just because you see that there is some random price action that's happening, and without you verifying about what the actual project is, what the long term sustainability plans are, what the token is intending to do in the crypto space, then it's a utter waste of time for both Coinbase as well as its brand value. Because again, end of the day, people would like to shy away from that brand and move into other reliable sources out there, which would definitely end up Coinbase with a loss. They do not want such things to happen with them. So that's where they go ahead and ensure each and every token that they list is well verified, well authenticated, well thought of, and also something that would definitely make them a profit for the longer term. So if Shiba Inu was not a token which would make them a good amount of profit, either to trades or any other medium, why would Coinbase go ahead and list it? Well, there was this episode or saga of they listing it, delisting it, and then they had their own issues and stuff like that. But that's all done and dusted. But why would they go ahead and list it? Just think about it. And on the other note, why would someone who is I recently there was a purchase of 15 ETH, I mean 65 ETH worth of SHIB, I believe. There was this tweet which I was reading. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong here. There was a huge purchase of Shiba Inu, which resulted in a big spike as well. So, why is it that people are FOMO? I mean, getting into Shiba Inu. I wouldn't say FOMO because they're investors. They're not random people who are like me and you. They're hardcore investors. They know the market in and out. Just thinking about it, they would have definitely thought of investing in the project because it has a long term sustenance, and they know some information which we as public would not be knowing about. So there is something big happening, it's cooking. Whenever you're cooking something in the pot, the lid is closed, you do not know actually what is happening in the front, I mean inside the pot. But as soon as you take that out is when you would be able to take in the aroma or enjoy the feast, right? So just wait for it. I think it's cooking or it's baking, whatever you want to call it, whichever you're suitable. But it takes some time, and the moment we get some proper details from the official team is when you will see that Shiba Inu token will gain traction, and that is when you would see a huge rise in the token's potential. Because I'm strongly guessing that since we have got this long gap of having official updates with proper details on what they are planning to do and where the phases of the current developments are have not been shared with us till now. I strongly believe they are working hard. They are working with partnerships. They are working with the blockchain, or they are working on the legal side where they might bring in certain products. Tomorrow, you never know. All of a sudden, we might have a Shiba Swap having the option of purchasing SHIB token using fiat. They might integrate a simple API over here wherein you can use your credit card to purchase SHIB directly and go ahead and stake them as well. How cool would that be? So just saying, just speculating, because you never know, right? So a lot of things happen in the background, and we only come to know about it when the official source announces it. Please do not give way to any FUD as such. Please do not give way to any what you can say hypes as such as well. See, it's a balance that we will have to maintain as investors, because the more you fall into the hype train, the more losses you will definitely incur, because you will start FOMOing into whenever the token is on a rise, you start buying, you accumulate, and then when the drop happens, ideally you will be at a loss. Your positions would not be well established, right? So just do not fall into the hype portion, and also do not hear to a lot of FUD. Trust me on this, but Shiba Inu token is good. Otherwise, we wouldn't have these big names and big investors having Shiba Inu listed on their own platforms. Because ultimately, if Shiba Inu does not have its own capacity to make a name in the market, then the other big brands, be it Webull, Coinbase, or OpenSea, or any other marketplaces or institutions out there, would not like to ruin their name by listing a coin which was not worthwhile. So that's my only take on why we should say the Shiba Inu is not dead end. It is just around the corner. We are just climbing the hill. It is slow. It is steep. Yes, it does take some time and effort for us to reach the top. But the moment we reach the top, imagine you climbing a mountain and looking at the view. That's where we all would be. It will be a tough road ahead, and all those people who are holding well will definitely reap a lot of profit. All those people who feel the token is dead and the token is not going anywhere, you are free to make a decision to sell this token and get into any other token which is performing well right now. You can always get back to SHIB once it starts pumping up again, right? Always have that option. And the third category of people who are thinking of whether to buy SHIB now or not, my personal suggestion: observe it for the next couple of hours. If you get a good position, go ahead and take it, because this dip will not be existing in the upcoming 3 to 4 months. I'm definitely sure the moment the announcement on the official note happens, we would be eating a zero. Or who knows, probably we might have some big investor from Coinbase due to the partnerships that have happened in the back end, which we will only get to know after they announce again. It might eat a zero even sooner, right? So the announcement might happen this weekend, might happen this midweek, it might happen anytime. But yeah, just telling that it might happen. It happens when it happens, but when it happens, we will definitely see the price increase in a very high note. So having said that, I'll end my video here, guys. Please do subscribe. Please do like this video and also comment on your views whether Shiba Inu is dead or Shiba Inu is a token which is a sleeping giant, just waiting for the right moment to start its rise. So do comment below. I would love to read all your comments. And if you have any suggestions on any topics that you would like me to cover, please do let me know and mention that in the comments as well. I'll be more than happy to oblige and get those topics covered too. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Have fun.